All right, good morning. I'm here with UFC bantamweight Cameron Else, better known as Cam Cheetah, here in Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas. How's everything been for you?
Yeah, great. Especially being out in Vegas with the weather, that always helps. Coming from England, where it's all rainy and grey.
Facts. So you have an opponent lined up.
Yeah.
Back last year, you had Mr. Phillips was the original opponent. What happened in that? How come that didn't come to fruition?
It was on mine. My visa didn't come through. It was as simple as that, really. Frustrating because I put in a lot of money, obviously, to be out here for that time, for the camp. And then to be told the week of the fight, the UFC ain't going to basically get the approval on your visa like they thought they did. So I had to withdraw from that. And then it took even longer. It took, I think, another 5 months. So it weren't even like I could, a couple of weeks delay and then jump in and fight him on the next card or whatnot. It just wasn't happening. And it was really frustrating because also there was talks of the London card happening in September. So I was told, stay ready for that because I don't need a visa, obviously, fighting in England. So trying to maintain that weight down and stay at that peak for a long time, it was taking its toll, man.
Mm-hmm.
So then again, I got told I could potentially be on that. Then I got told, no, you won't be on that because obviously the card didn't happen in London. They moved that card back to Vegas, so it was like, oh no, you're back off it. So it's pretty frustrating, annoying. But again, I've always said try not to worry about things that you can't control, and literally I couldn't control that. He pissed me off with some of the things he said, making out as if it was my fault. Come on, bro, as if I'm not scared to fight him.
Well, that's the game, right? If you don't show up at the day, the fighter's gonna say whatever he says to make it look like you pussed out. But at the end of the day, when shit like that is out of your control, it's the most frustrating. Us as fighters, we want to be in control. We want to be able to do and dictate what we do.
Exactly.
So,
right.
And last year, and obviously during the pandemic, it's been, especially for UK fighters, it's been a hard time.
Yeah, really hard.
But now we're past that,
definitely,
and we're feeling good getting into this next fight. How do you feel going in with your opponent, and especially now that you have a different, I could say, style?
Yeah.
How do you feel coming in?
I think it's going to be the first time in a while that I fought an orthodox fighter. So funny enough, even though southpaws are quite, obviously, there's not as many southpaws as there are orthodox. I spent most of my career fighting southpaws, so I've got good ways to beat southpaws. I've had many great success against southpaws. So this guy going back to an orthodox stance, I'm really excited about because I haven't had the opportunity really to showcase my skills against an orthodox person, and I've been working on my jab a lot. My range is good. I feel like this is a great fight for me to really show there's a difference in class.
I agree. I think stylistically, especially the way that you guys are built, you're quite a long, tall 35er, and I think with a big power shot. So I think this is a guy that he's going to be there to be hit, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you to get in there.
That's what I think. I think he's definitely he's tough. I think that's his best element of his game, is being tough. But bro, I hit a lot fucking different to these 125ers that he's been mixing out with. I'm a big 35er and I knock fuckers out. So if he stands in front of me the way he has been, expect him to be good night pretty early on.
I'm looking forward to it. And so since coming out to Vegas, you've been out quite a few times now.
Yeah.
What is some of the positives that you find being here in Vegas than I guess back home in the UK?
The energy, definitely the energy. Even though I'm from England, I've been coming to America now for 6 years, and I spent pretty much 6 years out in Albuquerque, living with Cowboy and training at Jackson Wink. Done great things there. Without them I wouldn't be in the UFC now. So back in 2015, they reached out to me, and I took the opportunity, went out there, trained with them, and they basically gave me a real insight of just where I need to be.
The level.
At home in England, I was always doing well and doing well in the gym and that, but it was only really me that was really pushing for this dream. So the level wasn't really there. And I've always said it, if you're the best in your gym, you're in the wrong gym. You need to go and be tested. So by going out to Albuquerque those years ago, it was a right eye opener to, we don't just train for fight camps, we train every single day. And I made it my goal. even if I haven't got a fight coming up, you've got to be out there. Like, when these guys ain't got fights coming up, they're still in the gym training, helping others. So it really paved the way for me, being in America as a whole compared to England, because obviously America's a lot more advanced in the MMA. And where I'm from, a small town just outside of London, there was nothing there. So now making the switch to Las Vegas, now being in the UFC, I think just come at the right time for me to move. There's things going on back in New Mexico, falling outs here and there, just like disagreements. And I've always said, like, the energy is everything. So I just wanted to be around positive energy the whole time, and it was time for me to move on and head out to try and find other gyms, and see what can basically give me the best opportunity to finish my career in the UFC. Because I don't want to be one of these fighters that come in and then have a fight or two, only get through one contract, get cut, and then that's it. Like, after I finish fighting, I'll be retired, you know. So I'll be a retired fighter from the UFC to retirement. I don't plan on fighting on any other organisations. That's where I'm heading. And I think right now, with the UFC PI being here, sorting out my meals, my diet, having my strength and conditioning program, it's great. Honestly, I've never had so much opportunity around me where it's purely concentrated on me. Even going to these other gyms, I was never the main focus, but being here in Vegas, you always feel like you're the main focus. And then obviously coming to Syndicate, for me, it was a really good move, especially because they've got a lot of young fighters coming through who are in the UFC, but they're not just in the UFC, they're making big names for themselves. They're on good win streaks. They're here, they train every day. And from just me being here a year, the whole gym's it's just grown already. Like you've seen yourself, like the gym's doubled in size. They've got bigger gym space now. The mats, it's hard not to find that someone in the UFC or PFL or Bellator or any of them. I mean, it's all high level fighters and a lot of people my weight. So I'm stacking up now against. I'm training and sparring with the top 10 in my division, as well as top 20 regularly.
And that's what you need.
And that's what I need. If I can hold it with them, know what I've got to work on, I think it's going to progress me the most.
Absolutely. No, 100%. I mean, that's the thing. Us, I guess, international fighters, we come from small little ponds, our gyms where we run house, but you come out here and you've got the Mecca, where everyone in the top of the best of the best are here, especially in a place like Vegas.
Yeah, 100%.
It's, the concentration of fighters here is probably the most in the world, the highest level.
That's it, and it's only getting bigger and better.
Absolutely. So we've got a massive bantamweight fight coming up, Sterling and Jan.
Yeah.
What's your breakdown on that? How you think that's going to go?
I think, going off the last fight, I think everyone apart from Sterling's loyal fans would say Jan's got it, and I think he does have it. I think if Sterling's going to get it and cause probably one of the biggest upsets, because I think he's going to be a big underdog going into this. I think how he gets it done will be a first round submission.
Yeah, like off a mistake.
It's got to be, a bit like what he done to Corey Sandhagen. Like he come straight in, took the bat, good night. I think that's the only way he's going to win this. I think over the course of 5 rounds, if he's not, we all seen how Pete Yan always starts off very slow, gets hit a lot, takes a lot, but then just progresses through. Come after the second, third round, he just steamrolls. Nothing seems to really affect him.
For sure.
I think you can land a big hit on him, but Sterling again, he doesn't. He's not a big hitter. I think I'd edge it for Peter.
Gonna get the belt back.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get the belt back.
Yeah, I agree. I think so as well. We'll see. It should be a good fight, regardless.
I mean, it's jiu-jitsu, right? So it's the jiu-jitsu is the key factor where it can cause upsets like that, because if you make one mistake, and Sterling's got legit ground game, he is a black belt. If he gets a choke on, it's on. So it doesn't matter how tough you are, you're going to sleep. For sure. But if he gets an armbar, you can be sure Peter Yan ain't tapping. So then you've got to deal with a pissed off Peter Yan after, right?
Straight back. Yeah, no, for sure. But it was a pleasure sitting down talking with you, lad. Appreciate your time.